Hello and welcome. The 12th Family Productions is proud to present Salvador Monjaras Delgado, a Tejano, a Ranchero, a First Family's descendant. Salvador Monjaras Delgado is the second oldest of 12 children born to Jose Delgado and Manuela Monjaras on August 31st, 1849 in San Antonio, Texas. He was baptized 4 days following his birth at the then San Fernando Church, now a cathedral. Father Calvo recorded his baptism, signed the baptism book, and noted his godparents as Simon Casanova and Miguel Corbier. Salvador's paternal grandparents were Jose Maria Delgado and Gertrudis Curbelo. His maternal grandparents were Manuel Monjaras and Maria Josefa Leal. It is through these grandparents that Salvador appreciated being the descendant of the original Canary Islanders that arrived in 1731, established the first civil chartered government, the first civil chartered community, as well as a descendant of the original Presidio soldiers that arrived in 1718 and helped establish Presidio San Antonio de Bexar and Mission San Antonio de Velero, commonly known as the Alamo. As mentioned, Salvador was one of 12 children. Here, we will identify his siblings, Santiago, the oldest, then it was Salvador, and then Jose de Jesus, who would die only 2 years after his birth. Following Jose de Jesus was Manuela, born in 1854. Salvador's other brother, Jose de Jesus, in 1855. Brother Hippolito, who we will see in just a moment. Francisca, Martin, Jose, his sister Juana, and his 2 twin sisters, Josefa and Ursula. These are Salvador's 11 siblings. Most of Salvador's life was spent living and ranching on his maternal grandparents' land grant, the Manuel Monjaras land grant. Here you'll notice in the present-day view, the Manuel Monjaras land grant is located in southeast Bexar County, adjacent to and much of his land underneath present-day Calaveras Lake. The Manuel Monjaras land grant was issued to Manuel in 1841 following his service to the Republic of Texas. The marriage record for Salvador and Santa is found dated June 2, 1872, where they were married by Father Emil Chapollard. Santa Cantu was the daughter of Miguel Cantu and Gertrudis Navarro, a survivor of the Battle of the Alamo. Salvador was 22 and Santa 20 at the time of their marriage. In the Bexar County records, we note that Jose and Manuela, Salvador's parents, were not the only Delgado Monjaras union found in the Bexar County records. Here you'll see Jose married Manuela in 1847. Salvador's paternal aunt, Ursula, marries his maternal uncle, Remigio. And then his brother Hippolito acquires a marriage license in 1884 to marry a young lady by the name of Josefa, but it appears the marriage license was never executed. Salvador and Santa had 5 children. The oldest, Gertrudis, was born in 1873. Adelina was born in 1876. Salvador, a namesake, 1879. And 2 children that were born to Salvador and Santa would die in infancy. Salvador Jr., 1875, and then Ubaldo in 1881. It is believed that Ubaldo and Santa both perished during childbirth. Here is a picture of young Gertrudis in 1874, sitting on her paternal grandfather's lap. Jose Delgado would die months following this picture. Another family portrait, shared by cousin Alicia Berger, is the one shown here, where you will see the subject of today's presentation, Salvador, sitting to the right of his mother, Manuela, Manuela being the lady seated in the middle. As you look at the picture to her left is Salvador's brother, Hipolito, the one mentioned earlier. Standing behind his mother, Manuela, is his sister, her namesake, Manuela Delgado de Guerra. As you look at the photo to the left is her daughter, Laura, and to her right standing is her daughter, Rosa. In 1919, Salvador would die at his home in Elmendorf. Here is an excerpt of his obituary found in the San Antonio Express through the University of North Texas's Portal to Texas History. Here we show you the translations of some of the females that are identified in his obituary to better understand who his daughters and his sisters were. If you ever find yourself in Elmendorf in southeast Bexar County, stop by San Sebastian Cemetery. San Sebastian Cemetery is located behind St. Anthony Cemetery next to St. Anthony's Church there in Elmendorf. There you'll find Salvador's headstone along with his infant children as well as his wife Santa's. The original Delgado family cemetery was located on the Monjaras land grant, and all of the burials there on the Monjaras land grant were relocated when San Antonio built Calaveras Lake in the 1960s. We hope you've enjoyed this short presentation. If you have any questions about the content of this presentation, please feel free to drop me an email at 12thfamily@gmail.com. This presentation was shared in honor of our ancestors, whose lives were undoubtedly fulfilling, the times that they lived in pretty rough, and their contributions were immeasurable. Thank you, and have a blessed day.